Hey, I've got Eddie Furlong.
Okay.
Man.
I was like, that does not sound like.
Voice is really
That was unexpected.
Hey, Eddie, how you doing?
Good. Just bear with me a little bit. The reception seems a little weird on my phone, but I'm doing good, man.
Well, we can hear you just fine as long as you can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
we're live here, ready to get down to business. And like I said, I'm a big fan of yours. I remember you in 1992, 93 when Terminator 2 came out. Wow, I love the Terminator series.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, definitely.
And,
Yeah, it's been a long time, man.
I know. I was going to
Weird.
congratulate you. You're almost 20 years in this industry, and it's gone fast, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it has. It's been more than half my life. I don't know, it's kind of crazy when I think about it that way. It's like, I think it came, when did it come out? It came out like 91 or
Yeah,
something
91,
like that.
which is 20 years. I can't believe it. I can't believe
Wow.
it's been 20 years. But well, congratulations again. We were looking at your resume and like you are making some movies.
Busy man.
You are like back on track, and you're like just taking over the world.
Yeah, no, I've been lucky, man. Yeah, I'm really excited. I got a couple of good movies coming out, and yeah, no, it's good times. It's good times for sure.
And I want to introduce my guest co-host. I have Josh Moore here. He's from Desperate Housewives. You may have seen him. And then Todd Murray. He's a crooner. He's a singer. He's a singer. And so I have these two gentlemen keeping me in line tonight. So.
Oh, right on.
Well, I know you have a big movie coming out next Friday, and you play Tupper, and it's the Green Hornet. I am so excited to see this movie. And,
yeah, me too, man.
And I want to know, did you ever even see this series or know of the series when you got auditioned for this?
Actually, you know what? I knew of the series. I hate saying that, I'd never seen the series at all. Like, but I mean, I knew of it, and definitely was excited. And the script is great, man. I mean, it's actually it was pretty funny. So, yeah, man. I mean, I was excited either way, but yeah, I've definitely learned more about like the actual TV series as time has gone on, and. From what I've seen, it's stayed pretty simple, and also like kind of put a real funny twist on everything. So
well, that's the way it seems to the ball's going right now is adding that little funny twist to it.
Yeah, the trailer's great.
Yeah, the trailer's great. And so tell us about your character, Tupper.
Tupper, he's basically. I mean, it's a small role, and. But basically, I'm a goon. I'm kind of like the speed dealer guy, and I don't know. From what I understand, not the brightest bulb on the block, and then I get my ass kicked by Seth Rogen. Basically,
how could you let him kick your ass?
Kick my ass.
I'm like, in real life, you would have taken him. I know that.
Yeah.
How was it working with Seth Rogen and Jay Chow?
You know what? I actually mostly just worked with Rogen, and it was great, man. I mean,
he's funny.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, and also it's like I've been doing a lot of independent film and everything, so it was kind of crazy it felt like being on Terminator again. I mean, it's the amount of money that was on that set.
Wow.
The budget and everything is it's huge. I mean, there's a lot of explosions, a lot of things going on in it. So.
Well,
it's pretty cool.
Well, I know you have a movie coming out, or that you've already filmed, that is kind of you're going to be doing some PSA for and raising some money. Attack of Darfur. And my accent's wrong, so if I said the last one part, and I want to hear about this film and the importance of it.
Well, it's like, I mean, it's really, I mean, the whole subject matter, I mean, is extremely important. I mean, I when I got out there, Uwe Boll's directing it, and very, really, was bringing up the issues of like what's going on with the Sudan people in Africa, and I mean, it's crazy. I mean, like, actually, I didn't even really know too much about it.
Right.
And I mean, basically, it's like another Holocaust that's basically going on out there. And he brought me on board on the movie, and it's pretty wild. I mean, I play a journalist, and it's basically about like I think 5 journalists that go out and want to do talk about what's going on, and they go into this village, and all this stuff comes in, and the Sudanese people end up getting attacked while these reporters are out there, and the whole movie was actually improv. So it's
really?
like I kind of got out there and was like, wow, this issue's big, and I have no idea like what I'm doing, but I'm really excited about the film, and I worked with Uwe on another movie, and also that was all improvised, and despite the rap he's gotten from these like video game movies and everything that he's done before, I think he's on this like great path of just making these really cool independent films, and when you watch it, it's dark. I mean,
wow.
But it's a lot of it from what I've seen and everything it's real too. So
does it feel kind of maybe even a little bit of a documentary type filming?
Yeah, and again, I have yet to see either one of these movies, so I actually have not seen how it's kind of come together. But I've heard some great things. And actually, what they did was they had actual Sudanese victims to be kind of extras in the movie, and they played a huge role in kind of like educating us all about what was going on. And so actually, a lot of the people that are getting their village raided are actual people that had it happen to them. So kind of it was a trip.
Yeah,
that's pretty intense.
It's crazy. I mean, like I shot that movie. It's taken about like a year for them to kind of put it together. It's been a while since I shot it.
So George Clooney's been carrying the torch for this cause, right? For Dark World.
I heard something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I heard something George Clooney's doing something.
Just trying to get awareness from the world that what's actually going on there. And you're right, they're sort of depicting it as a present day Holocaust.
Wow, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's 2011 that we still hear about this. It's crazy that we in this world that it's still going on. Well, and you've been, like I said, you've been in this industry for such a long time. And you making this huge, year, making all these movies. Now, did you also dabble in music?
Oh, no, man. I guess you could say I did. Now it's used, like, by my friends as a complete way to embarrass me.
Good friends.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I've almost, like, people put that, played some of the songs on their computer. Like, I've come close to breaking so many computers because of that. But,
well, guess what we have? No, I'm just kidding.
It's really bad. Yeah, I did, like, a CD in Japan, like, when I was, like, I was, like, 14 years old, and honestly, it was a money-making gig, and I have no idea how to sing, and I'm not a musician, and that's that. But yeah,
well, you've, like I said, you've touched all realm. Like you've been a model, you've been, a singer, now movie, television, and all this stuff. And I find it funny that when I was reading about how you were discovered at the Boys and Girls Club in Pasadena, how did that happen? Because I said that fate must have took over, because that's weird that somebody would just come in and say, "Hey, you." So tell us how that happened.
Yeah, it was. It was just kind of like a stroke of luck, and it's a long story, but put short. Yeah, I was basically just out at. I was at a boys club. I was hanging out at the Pasadena Boys Club. And Mally Finn, the casting director of Terminator 2, I guess they went through Jim Cameron, Mally Finn. I think they went through like 300 kids. They couldn't find anyone who was actually like an actor. They decided they wanted like an unknown. And she came in. She asked me if I wanted to try out for a movie. She wouldn't even tell me what the movie was, and I literally thought it was like going to be like child porn or something. Like that, I think it's kind of weirdly. And then I just I went into audition after audition. They finally told me what movie it was, and I think I went to 6 or 7 auditions, and yeah, Jim Cameron ran out, gave me the part, and everything changed from there. So yeah, it was such a huge film. I mean, it definitely affected my life.
Well,
dramatically.
I'm looking, because we had Marty Kleba on earlier, and we were talking about people he worked with. I was looking at the people you've worked with, and you've worked with such amazing people, and even like Aerosmith. You've been in their video, and I was just like, wow, this going from really somebody didn't even want to aspire to be an actor, and then within like a year you're like off and running, and I think that's pretty amazing. And being in this industry for 20 years, what is the biggest thing you've learned about yourself from this ride?
Biggest thing I've learned about myself from being in this industry, just determination. I mean, 20 years. Again, it's like, yeah, I've kind of been lucky because I've been in sort of an up lately, but I've seen ups and downs, and just knowing that I love what I do so much, and having the determination to stand by it and keep doing it. And I've been blessed. I've been lucky, to be able to last 20 years. It's like I know a lot of people that were acting when I was a kid and aren't doing that now. So I definitely plan on keeping doing it as long as I possibly can. So.
Right. Hey, this is Josh. I had to ask you a question. Being through all these ups and downs, for any actors listening, do you have any advice? And for me as well?
Because Josh is about the age that when you started.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough, man. I mean, it's for me at least. Part of it was not succumbing to a lot of the pressures that it is when you're a kid. You feel like you need to, auditioning, for instance, it's like such a horrible process, especially if you're a kid, and
right.
Rejection and all of that, and also, just being comfortable with yourself, and and if you truly do love it, then you'll put the work in, and the work you put in is the work that you get out of it, I believe.
Right.
Okay.
I can believe I actually of doing this, and and just in life in general, it is doing the work, figuring out what you can make yourself better. Then
right.
It's always reinventing yourself, and I always refer back to Debbie Reynolds because she was on my show a year ago. Actually, this next week, and I love because she's been in this industry for 70 years almost, right. and I just love it because really it's somebody you constantly have to reinvent because if you don't reinvent, I think that's when you get consumed from everything.
Right.
And
right. Yeah, it's true. And it's and also it's I've been lucky because a lot of, the couple of movies I've done have been good ones, but it's there's a plethora of bad ones that I've done, to even be able to do those good ones. But it's even if I'm doing something that I don't, if I'm doing a movie and I'm like, oh my God, and I've done them where I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. What am I doing? It's even then, it's just I love acting, so even in the worst case scenario, and I'm not ruling out gay porn either, man. In the worst case scenario,
it was artistic.
It's a fun job to be able to go smile for the camera, and yeah, it's awesome.
Well, that's great. And before I let you get out of here, and I know you go spend your time with your children, but somebody had said, and I honestly haven't seen this. They're like, I loved him in Pecker. What movie is this that they're talking about?
Oh, Pecker? That's awesome, dude. That's I worked with John Waters.
Oh wow!
Who did, Pink Flamingos.
I'm gonna have to watch this now.
He directed Pecker, and yeah, that's one of those pieces I'm really proud of. Actually, it's I grew up literally watching his movies. I watched Female Trouble and Pink Flamingos. I was a huge fan. So I got to star in a John Waters movie, man.
That's
awesome. It's
pretty
just
good.
A very quirky, weird comedy.
That's pretty crazy. And I heard that I did read that role was kind of something you wanted to change because you said you were always playing a dark character, and this was something that had a little more humor to it. And I know you kind of was looking for that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like he was the first person to casting a movie that was like light and comedy. Yeah, before that I was either like a drug-addled kid living on the streets or something, or I always do dark characters. I was like, yeah, get the smile.
Well, I have to say that I'm so impressed with you and where you came from and what you've been through, and I have to say congratulations on all your success, and I wish you many more years of success, and I think we're gonna see you in 20 more years still making 10 movies a year. So.
I hope so, man. I hope so for sure, man. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
You guys have a good night.
And you too, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.
Bye.
Bye.